So for those of you that are in the Bahamas and you guys are in these long lines and you wondering what's going on, it just created panic. The government has created a panic in the Bahamas for these food stores. Listen, we're in the States, I'm in Florida, and you can walk in the grocery store, you can look around, there's no crowds of people. Look around me, there's no crowds of people. Everywhere you go, everybody's organized and well-mannered. There's no rush on the food stores. People are allowed to go get food. All the grocery stores are opened up. All the drug stores are opened up. People are allowed to go freely and shop at these places without panic. So what's going on in the Bahamas right now? You guys are under panic. This is from failed leadership, people. You got an organization that's ran by ineffective leaders. It's going to fail. Same as the government. As you can tell, everybody here is wearing their mask. Everybody had the mask on. Well, not everybody, but most people have the mask on. So people are wearing their masks and people are orderly. Look around you. Everybody's shopping, got gloves on, masks on. There's no lines out front of the stores. Every single store I drove by, there's no lines. So this panic that you guys are going through in the Bahamas has been created by the government. On top of that, Super Value is jacking up the prices on you guys, taking advantage of an already failed system for several years. So just look around, people. Look around me. I got up this morning. Of course, I went and got my bush medicine so I could boil my tea. Got up early this morning. We got social distance. Everybody's keeping their distance from each other. You can tell on the floor. You got the tape. Everybody's keeping their distance. We are shopping for food. No panic. No disruption of the food supply. But yet in the Bahamas, the government is causing fear and panic amongst its people with this weird system of operation. A couple of weeks ago, you guys was allowed to run around freely during the daytime, but they locked you guys up during nighttime. So if they were so afraid of the virus being spread then, they should have went to a mandatory 14-day curfew at one time and got this thing over with. Now they're going to piece you guys to death, keeping you guys in a situation that's causing nothing but pure panic. Pure panic, people. So listen. This is the standard equipment, your mask and your gloves. As you look around, I'm going to go up front to the front. Look, there's nobody in the store. Everybody's orderly. The guy behind me is keeping his distance. Everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. Oh, okay. So I got somebody here behind me that's talking about he used to live in Africa, so he knows what's going on. He knows what's going on. Let me unhook this thing for a second. There you go, sweetie. So I'm fumbling with my my stuff here. Thank you. So you got a young man behind me say he lived in Abaco. How was it in Abaco, man?
It's nice, really good.
How about the shopping?
Shopping was good at one time, but now it's usual price gouging and everything else.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm just doing this morning to show you guys that you guys are going through unnecessary. Of course, I got my lottery ticket also, $190 million. If I hit that, I'm gonna come home and buy some things. How much I got for you, sweetie? Okay, so $10.
Mira, el señor llevaba su fruto, según ella está haciendo, no cambié de idea, dice mejor ten, y ya la llevaba la fruta en la comida del dedo. Sí, cambié de idea, la robar.
All right, thank you. Okay, so I walked in the store and you can tell, look at the store, look behind me. Look behind me. There's not many people in the store. So I'm walking out of the store and I'll show you there's no long lines here. There's no panic about buying stuff. Look in the parking lot. Everybody's walking. People are walking around orderly. Look, no lines. No lines, people. I walked in the store and bought what I need to buy, and I'm out of there in less than 10 minutes. So for those of you who stand those long lines in Nassau, long lines in Freeport, the government calls us panic, people. This panic is man-made, and it shouldn't be. If you're going to lock down some people, listen, lock them down right away. 14 days, you guys could have been over this 14 days quarantine. But what they're doing to you guys is every 2 days, they lock you down for a couple hours, lock you down for a couple days, peace, and instead of going ahead and locking you guys down at one time, give you guys advance notice to get your food items. But what they're doing is causing a panic. That's not leadership, people. That's not leadership. Now, I'm not bragging about it, but listen, we have the same thing. We got to be in by 9. We can only go to the food store. We can only go to the drug stores. But guess what? There's no police officers out here harassing us. Nobody's beating us down and telling us what we can. Look around. Look. All right. Look again. Look at the parking lot. Everybody's nice and orderly. Cars are still moving around. Right? That's leadership, people. That's leadership. When you cause chaos and you send off panic with people, you got these long lines in Freeport, these long lines in Nassau. People are just panicking. That's all it is. Because guess what?
You tried to steal. Get out of here.
Guess what?
You call
Did
him
you
back.
see me steal?
Yep, so we got somebody stealing, look like. Anyway,
Go pay. Go back to pay.
so we got
Go back to pay.
unorganized leadership, and we caused some panic. You know, I was in Nassau in December. I went in. I can go in any store in Nassau. They got a lot of stores all over Nassau, little small stores, super values. I mean, people are just shopping normally. So why create a panic? Why create the panic? And then why raise your prices to $8 for a dozen eggs? Come on, people. Come on, people. This is not normal. The supply chain, the food supply chain has not been disrupted. These people still got ships and barges coming in with food, so why are they raising the prices on you guys? That is greed, pure greed. And the government is yet to address this issue. This is ridiculous. Remember, these people that are in charge are rich people. They're millionaires. They're having their food flown in, or people pick up their food. So they're not in these long lines like you are. But this is pure panic caused by leadership failure. That's my opinion. I'll say it to you guys if you don't want to say it. Leadership has a lot to do with this failure that you guys are experiencing right now in the Bahamas. I just want to tell you, I can go back in the store if you don't believe me. There's nothing. Everybody is shopping around West Palm Beach, Florida. Right? We all got our masks on. We all got our gloves on. We all keeping our social distance. We're not getting harassed by the police. They're not riding around. You won't see a police car in sight. Look around. There's nobody here. Nobody here harassing anybody. All right? You guys living in a police state right now, and you guys are taking up for those police officers in the Bahamas. I understand they got a job, but the mandate they've been given is totally harassment and totally to lock you guys down and keep you guys in a state of panic. You guys got, 19 cases over there? I understand that. Supply chain, the food supply chains has not been interrupted, people. Those things are still coming into the Bahamas. Trust me. I guarantee if you go to the dock, boats are coming in with food supplies, medicine supplies as usual. So there's no need for Super Value and any other of those stores in the Bahamas to be jacking the prices on you guys. None at all. There's a young lady right there. Look, she's walking in the store to shop. Guess what? She got a mask on. She got her gloves on. Right? That's orderly, people. That's orderly. Look again. Young lady got her gloves on. She got a mask on. We don't have long lines over here. And I can go to any store right now. Any store. Maybe the big ones like Costco, but that depends on what time you go. You might have some kind of line, but guess what? Nobody's harassing you. Nobody is beating you down and throwing you on the ground and slamming you against the ground for stepping outside. Nobody's patrolling my neighborhood to make sure I don't go in my backyard exercising. That's pure harassment, people. You guys can take it however you want to take it. You know, and I know a lot of you guys are afraid to post things because the government came out with this mandate about fake news. But let me tell you who's your biggest fake news in the Bahamas, the government. That's your biggest person that puts out fake news is the government of the Bahamas. They're the one that putting out fake news. They spoon-feeding this quarantines, spoon-feeding everything to you guys and causing a panic. Wake up, Bahamians. Somebody's playing you guys. Somebody's playing you guys real good. I understand they're trying to keep law and order, but the Bahamian people are law-abiding citizens. Majority of you guys, you're scared of your own shadow. You ain't going to do nothing. You ain't going to do nothing. And they know that. The majority of Bahamians are law-abiding citizens that's not going to do it. They're not going against the grain. If you go to Mexico and these places, you see people storming these stores and looting these stores. Bahamians ain't going to do that. We ain't built that way. We're orderly people. We're law-abiding people. But yet the government is treating you guys like damn criminals and thugs. And they're putting all you guys in the same category. Causing a panic that's unnecessary. And got you guys standing in line for 4 or 5 hours. And don't have to be that way. Look, there's another couple behind me. Going in. Husband and wife. Mask on. Orderly. Gloves on. I posted in January. In January, I was telling people to get their masks. Get their gloves in January. And I posted a lot in the Bahamas. A lot of you guys was laughing at me. And I'm sure the government listened to my website because, they can, whatever. I'm sure they listened to me. Now they run out begging for masks and protective equipment for the people. Bad leadership, people. This stuff is going on since last November, December, January, February, March. We into April. And you guys begging for protective masks. The food supply chain is not disrupted, people. Food is flowing. So there's no reason why Super Value should be charging $8 fucking for a goddamn 6-pack of 6 dozen eggs. There's no reason, and I'm gonna use that French. There's no reason Super Value should be charging people $8, $7 for a dozen eggs. And that's just one item. I can imagine what they charge for the rest of the items. Leadership, people. Leadership. Most people, if they was in leadership position in a corporation, they've been fired already. Their asses have been fired already. But because you voted these people in, you're stuck with it for the next couple years. You got no choice. And Minister Chester of the opposition gave a briefing yesterday in Parliament a couple days ago. Good points, good ideas. We got to go back in the Bahamas. We got to go back to farming, owning your own business. I'm talking about locally owned Bahamian business, not Chinese owned, not Arab owned. These people don't give a fuck about you guys. They don't. All these big companies, Bahamas, Atlantis, they don't give a fuck about the Bahamians. All they care about is money. A lot of those white people in the Bahamas that own those restaurants and business, they don't give a fuck about you guys. They're all about money. You guys got to wake up, people, and see what's going on. Right now, the poor people is going to feel it because guess what? They got to control you guys. They got to control you. They got to control you. And for the most part, Bahamian people are law-abiding citizens. And they still fucking you guys over. You're doing everything that they tell you to do for the last month. But not yet one briefing about helping poor people. I got people inboxing me right now telling me they ain't got fucking food in their house to eat. Their kids are crying because they can't feed their fucking kids. And you MPs and police officers out there are living fucking good on the hog. This is ridiculous, Bahamian people. Now I'm in this fight because guess what? My audience in Freeport, I just had to fucking wire her some money. She can't even get to the money because guess what? Long lines every goddamn where. This is ridiculous. You guys should have seen this coming and should have been prepared for this shit. Now you guys are reacting to a situation and every 10 minutes you're changing shit up on people. You got people confused and in fear of everything. This is Keith Thompson. We watching. You guys join the group. I understand you guys are in fear, but you have the right to be because the government is causing this problem. They're causing all this fear. I'm standing in the front of a shop now in West Palm Beach. It ain't number 30 minutes or 40 minutes away by plane. 2 hours by boat at the most. You telling me you guys got a food fucking problem? The government can't let food come into the Bahamas? You telling me that the government cannot let food come into the Bahamas to feed its fucking people? We only fucking 60 minutes away, baby, by speedboat. 30 minutes by plane. You got all the Bahama planes sitting on the fucking runway. Send some of them fucking planes to the states people and feed them. Stop using this virus as an excuse. People got to fucking eat to live. Yes, the virus is a serious thing, but people got to eat. You got to survive. You can't starve people out. You can't put them on lockdown for 24 hours, for 48 hours, for 5 days and expect them to fucking live on nothing. Feed your fucking people and stop doing fuck. That's serious business. Send a fucking plane over here and get some food from somebody and feed your fucking people, Prime Minister Menace. That's what you need to fucking do. Stop telling these people they got to stand in line for 6 or 7 fucking hours to get fucking bread and water for their kids. Feed your fucking people. If you don't give them any money, feed them. If you're not going to give them any money, feed the fucking people. Stop telling them what they fucking can't do and what they cannot do. What are you doing for them? Other than telling them what they fucking can't do. Do something for the people. This is ridiculous. You got people starving, inboxing me, inboxing me telling me they ain't got no fucking food in their house. And yes, I thank those people that do that, because guess what? They scared to post shit online because they're afraid to go to fucking jail. Because you guys made a law that people can't say what's on their mind. Because you guys are afraid of the fucking truth. Well, the truth is, you got planes sitting on the fucking runway in the Bahamas. Send them fucking out to get some food for your people. That's what you need to do. And stop locking people up without food in their fucking house. This is fucking crazy. It's terrible. I want to cry. I don't know what the fuck I want to do about it. But guess what? I got family over there. I'm not a man to myself. I'm not doing this for no fucking likes or goddamn fame. Fuck that. And excuse my French. Send some of them planes to the United States of America and get some food for your people. Do that. And stop locking them up and telling them what they can't do. And you guys all in life and fucking keep partying and having a good time. Your MPs running around, the police running around, fucking sweethearts. Tell me it ain't the truth. Tell me it ain't the truth. But yet you're going to body slam a fucking person for being on the street, exercising, or out there because they tired of being locked up in the fucking house with nothing to eat. Get your planes together. Do that. Send those planes over here. Look around me. The grocery store is fucking empty. I'll shop for you guys. If you want me to go shopping for you, I'll shop for you. Give me the money. I'll shop for you and meet you at the fucking airport. That's what I'll do for you. And you can feed your fucking people. If you can't give them any money, at least feed them. At least do that for them. You guys are headed for damn Haiti, for third world country in a minute here. It's been 1 month. People can't eat. They've been off their job for at least a month. You already know people live paycheck to paycheck. That means they got no money. I'm running on here, but listen up. That's ridiculous. If you want to help the Bahamian people, send some fucking planes over here and get some food for your people. You got pilots, you got planes, you got gas. Gas is cheap as hell, so you got no excuse about that. You got Brett Simmons in a fucking meeting yesterday. I saw him smirking with a little fucking smirk on his face. While Chester was giving a speech, Brett Simmons is sitting on there fucking laughing. Oh, he's sitting on a couple $100 million. He ain't worrying about shit. All you guys are the millionaires. They ain't worrying about shit. But you got the people out here scavenging for fucking food for 3 to 4 hours a day for a failed system. Feed your fucking people, Menace. Feed your fucking people before they turn on your ass. This is Keith Thompson. Real talk. You guys take care of yourself. Feed your people, Prime Minister Menace, before they turn on your ass. That's all they want is food and shelter right now. That's all they want is food and fucking shelter. You guys take care of yourself. Stay strong, Bahamian. Don't let them fuck you guys over. Yes, the virus is serious. It's a serious thing. We all out here with fucking masks on and gloves. But people got to fucking eat. They got to fucking eat, Prime Minister Menace. You guys take care of yourself.